All right, guys, I've been editing all day, dropping kids off, picking kids off, and the whole thing. So I wanted to take a break here, and I've been thinking about something, so I want to get it off my brain just a little bit. Horrible lighting, I'm so sorry, not going to fix it, but we're in the office right now, and the laundry is going. My office is in the laundry. But we're going to talk a little bit about vendor etiquette here at weddings. And more particularly, if you have staff, how do they react? What's going on? And I'll tell you a little story and what I'm thinking right now. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel with Jeramie Lou Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Video helps channel, give it a thumbs up, and then click that bell for notifications. It'll tell you every time I come on. So guys, over the weekend, we had this amazing wedding at this really cool historic venue. And I don't know when this is going to post, so think warm times. And it was great. Everything was awesome. One thing that I try to do before every wedding is communicate with all the vendors. I send an email out to the vendors, introduce myself, tell them, hey, my name's Jeramie. I will be shooting all day. I will be happy to get some shots of you, of your staff, or whatever you want. Just let me know, and I'll make sure it happens. If not, I'm just going to shoot candidly and grab some stuff, and then I'll send you a gallery about 4 months after the wedding. You guys will be able to download all photos, right? I've been doing this for years. They love it. They will take it. And one of the things that I tell my team is, hey, interact with everybody positively, smile, nod. If anybody has anything negative to say, that's fine. And usually we all have a little bit of drama that happens within the wedding world, right? So everybody will talk about something, maybe something's not going right, blah. But one thing that I told my team we will never do, and I've always done this, I come from a background of food service. I come from a background of bartending, owning my own business. So there's a lot of stuff that I will do based off of that. The Disney experience, right? Making sure that everything's behind the scenes and making sure that everything that I do is in a positive manner, so that if somebody were to review me or look at me from a side angle, then I want them to be positive, right? If you go to a restaurant and then you look behind the kitchen, if you're in a table where you see behind the kitchen and you can see them working and all that, or if it's young kids working in the place and they're just fidgeting or talking to each other or smacking each other in the butt or doing whatever, that's weird. I don't like that. And I don't like that for my business. So one of the things that I make sure that I tell my team is that we do not ever talk negatively about anybody else at the wedding ever. We never mention a vendor. We never talk to the couple about how this vendor's not being right to us. We never talk to another vendor about how another vendor's not being. So say you get yelled at by, let's just throw it, like the caterer. Caterer comes and yells at you. We're not going to go to the coordinator. We're not going to go to the videographer. We're not going to go to the florist and be like, that caterer's super mean, right? They said something. We never do that. That is not our world. We will smile and nod, and especially to the couple, we will never let them know that there's drama going on in between. It may affect their referrals from us in the future, if that's a thing. But during the wedding, we're a team. Everybody's a team, and everything stays behind and behind the scenes. And I say this because we were shooting a wedding, and it went wrong. Things went haywire. We caught up at the end. But the amount of staff of a vendor that was talking crap about everybody in a loud manner where I could see, guests were to the right, guests could hear everything. And there were two people in an area. I don't want to give away too much. There were two people in an area, and they were just talking, and everybody could hear it, and I could hear it. And I saw some guests looking over, and guests were just listening. And it just creates this really bad negative experience when it's not, and I feel bad for the vendor. It's not even the vendor, it's their team that they hired, and the vendor wasn't there. The vendor sends people there, sets up, leaves, comes back, and they ended up negatively talking about aspects of the wedding, things that were going on, other vendors that they weren't happy with, and it was a bummer. It was sad, and I'm upset for it. And one of the things that I told my team was, don't ever do that. Let's not be those people. Let's always positive. We're going to push. We're going to fake it till we make it. And then if we want to talk with each other as a team, we totally can. And we ended up doing that in the car on the way home. We ended up talking about, this is how I should have been handled. This is how it would have been handled. How embarrassing is it for that company now to be associated with, oh no, that company now is a negative talking company. Anyways, what do you guys think? Has this happened to anybody else? I'd like to know. Bye, guys.